I just wanted to make a quick video, just sharing where I'm at the moment and talking about spirituality and the multiple meanings that it has. Spirituality, true understanding of spirit is birthed from darkness and suffering and pain. It's birthed through sitting in your own suffering. It has to be in this world because the world around us is full of so much darkness, and we're living in this dualistic reality where if we want to attain true understanding of the light, which in many ways is what spirituality is, we have to abide by the laws of duality, reside in darkness. So when you see, these influencers and they're there with their crystals and their mantras and their kind of infatuations, that's not true spirituality. That's ego. That's taking it as a concept and giving it to yourself and creating a self-serving ideology, turning spirituality into a self-serving ideology that makes you look more interesting as a person. It's darkness and it's pain and it's suffering, and every time that I've been brought back to spirit and back to my truth is I have to hit some kind of rock bottom. I've got to hit some kind of wall. Every time I get further away from spirit, something happens in my life that brings me back to it. So for all of those people that are sitting or residing in a dark place, don't fret, because you are closer to the truth, you are closer to yourself than all of these people that want to parade around and use spirituality as a token of individuality. I'm at such an uncertain time in my life where I feel trapped, and I have a tendency to, it's almost a secular thing, cyclical, oh my god, that word, you know what word I'm trying to get to, a circular thing where I come away from spirit and I feel terrible in myself. I'm faced with my own suffering, and I stare into the abyss, and I run away and I build up this wall, this ego, this whatever it is. I run and throw myself into something that isn't necessarily wholly aligned with who I am. And then I'll do that for a while, but inevitably it all comes crumbling down around me and I get returned back to that suffering. But in that suffering, it's when I feel the most authentic to who I am. And it's like spirit, the universe, is guiding me to stare, to have the faith and the courage to stare that darkness in its face and transmute it into light. But it's terrifying because it's uncertain and it's raw and it's painful and it's hopeless. It feels hopeless. But there's this overarching knowing that there is something guiding me, and that when I am in these states, I'm the closest to who I'm meant to be. And I think to anybody else in a dark place, you need to have the courage to and the trust and the faith to come to terms with where you're at, because that is where you will find yourself. That is where your freedom lies, and it's going to be painful and it's going to be scary, but that is where you free yourself, and that is your destiny. If you're truly on the path, the darkness is where your truth lies.